You recognize the face before the person reaches you. You remember the room where you met, the story about their marathon, even the color of the notebook they carried. The name is the only piece that will not arrive. That does not mean the face was stored perfectly and the name was erased. It means your memory has to retrieve an association between two pieces of information that were not naturally connected. Recognition can succeed while the link to the proper name fails. This is why the moment feels so unfair. A face carries shape, expression, age cues, familiarity, and context. A proper name often tells you very little about the person. In one adult experiment, people took longer to match familiar faces with names than to match the same faces with semantic information such as occupation. The architect who runs marathon has meaning. Maya is a label that could belong to many people. Your brain needs a route from one to the other. Think of 3 cards on a table: face, name, and detail. If the face card is vivid, but the name card has only one thin string attached, recognition can light up without pulling the name into view. Add a distinctive detail, and you create another route. Maya becomes the person with the blue running shoes who trains before sunrise. The detail is not magic, and it will not guarantee recall, but it gives the association more structure than an isolated sound. A popular strategy is to repeat the name out loud immediately. Nice to meet you, Maya. Maya, what do you do? Great, Maya. It feels active, so it feels effective. But in 2 experiments, reading one member of a face name pair aloud did not improve cued recall for the correct association. The result is narrower than. Repetition never helped. It says production by itself was not enough in those tasks. Saying a name is not the same as building a useful connection to the face. The social setting makes encoding harder. When someone introduces themselves, you are also managing eye contact, deciding what to say next, reading the group, checking whether you have met before, and trying not to look nervous. The name can pass through attention while your working memory is already crowded. Later, the face feels familiar because you processed many visual and contextual cues. The proper name had fewer chances to connect. Meaningful elaboration can help because it changes the task. Instead of storing Maya equals face, you notice Maya mentioned a marathon. The M in Maya can point to marathon, or you connect the person to a real context. Maya sits beside Luis in the design team. Research on imagery and biographical information supports the general idea that clearer, meaningful associations can strengthen face name learning. The practical technique is an inference, not a universal prescription. The useful part is giving memory a distinctive path. The path should be respectful. Do not reduce someone to a physical feature they may dislike, and do not invent a private story. Use information the person offered: a hobby, role, shared place, project, or conversation topic. Noah from the community garden is more useful and kinder than a nickname built around appearance. The purpose is to connect, not classify. Retrieval matters too. Looking at the person and trying to recall the name before checking your contacts can strengthen the route you want to use later. If the name does not come, check it without turning the moment into a performance of shame. I remember our conversation about the marathon, but I lost your name. Could you remind me? Shows that the person was not forgotten even if the label was. A calm repair is often better than avoiding them and guaranteeing no new memory is formed. You can also preview the context. Before an event, scan the attendee list and deliberately connect names to roles or earlier conversations. Afterward, write one accurate line while the interaction is fresh. This is not about building a surveillance file. It is about giving future you a cue. Maya, marathon, design review. 3 honest words can rebuild the triangle. There are important limits. Ordinary name forgetting is common, but this video is not a medical diagnosis and cannot explain an individual memory problem. Stress, sleep, attention, familiarity, language, age, and many other factors can change performance. If memory changes are persistent or concerning, a qualified professional is the right source of advice. The narrow lesson here is about the structure of the task. Recognizing a face and retrieving a proper name are not the same achievement. So the next time the face stays while the name slips away, do not conclude that your memory kept the person and threw away the label. The association may simply have too few routes. Give it a meaningful detail, retrieve it in context, and repair the gap without drama when you need to. Subscribe for more facts about the strange distance between what your mind recognizes and what it can say on command.